Most career advisors will tell you to fit in, go along, just follow orders and do what everybody else does, and you'll be successful in your career. That's a great formula if you want to just work hard and go absolutely nowhere. Hi, I'm Michael Andrews, and today you learn how to make all things, the good and the bad, work together for you. In another video I made recently, I made light of the fact that if people have their way in this world, as far as employers go, they will subjugate you. They'll make you part of their game. That will be, the end of it will be their profit and their advancement. That's just human nature. Any company you work for is going to do that. So here's what I'm saying today. Regular controlled conflict should be part of everyone's stay at any company that they work at for as long as they're there. Now, this strategy is for people who are honest, conscientious employees who add a lot of value to the company they work for. They follow orders, they work hard even when they're not being watched. They're honest, they're excellent in their work, and they really do a good job. This is the type of worker that this strategy is for. This is not for people that are lazy, that are looking for a handout, something for nothing, or just looking to manipulate people out of their own greed and selfishness. This strategy is not for you if that's the kind of person you are. So why do we need to do this? The answer is very, very simple. Because when you just fit in and get along all the time at a company where you don't own the company, you're always going to go in the direction that they want you to go, because it's like being in a river. And you're just floating down the river, and you're going along with what their expectations and desires are. And I'm not saying to be disobedient and not listen to your boss. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that we need to work in a way which moves the currents a little bit more in our direction. That's all I'm saying here. So something we should be doing regularly is going and confronting the management in a polite and respectful way and simply telling them that we would like a raise, and if we don't get it, we're going to strongly consider leaving. And you don't have to say that you're going to leave today. You can just say, if I don't get raises on a regular basis, at some point I will leave. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this time that we go in the office and talk, but you just need to make it known that at some point in the future, if my requests aren't met, and don't make unreasonable requests. Make reasonable requests about raises and stuff. But at some point in the future, if this doesn't happen on a regular basis, my relationship with you as a company is going to have to end, because working for the same pay forever when the price of goods and services is constantly going up in the real world is just not sustainable for me. Be honest with them. Just tell them that. I can't continue to do this for the same money forever when the cost of living and everything is always going up around us. I'm amazed at how much the prices of things have gone up just in the last year. So you got to remember, they do that for themselves. Any company that you work for, every company that I've ever worked for, always raises their prices on a constant basis. When material prices go up or parts prices go up, they charge more on the front end. They have to stay in business. And you just politely and respectfully tell them, you have to do the same thing for yourself in order to keep working for them. And tell them, be honest, you want to work for them, but at some point in the future, if I don't make raises on a regular basis that allow me to keep up with the cost of living, I won't be here anymore. So you do this in a non-threatening way, and you talk to the people the way you would want to be talked to if you owned the company. Polite, respectful, truthful, honest, open, transparent. Simply. That's it. You know, the last company where I worked, for the last 4 years I worked there, I had more conflicts with them, and this job I consider to be a dead-end job, and that's why I'm not there anymore. But the last 4 years I was there, I had more conflicts with them in the last 4 years than I had in the 7 years prior to that. But in the last 4 years that I worked for them, my annual raises and annual bonuses went up more than they did during the 7 years when I never used to be in a conflict with them. So I think my situation was a little extreme. The last job that I worked, the last position that I held working for a company was a really poorly managed company, and if I didn't defend myself and stand up for myself, I would have been completely squashed. So that conflict during the last 4 years, it really allowed me to get raises and promotions while I was there. Not there anymore, but why not make some extra money along the way, even if you're at a bad job you can't get out of right now. Give yourself every possible advantage to succeed, and regular raises needs to be part of that because the cost of living is constantly going up, and employers are not going to just automatically give you raises in most cases. We all know that. So there's my little strategy for today, my little career management tip for today. I'm Michael Andrews. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.